ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday night, and we are back for round 9 and 10 of the GT86 race. And let me know if I'm too loud in my mic and everything like that. I've rushed over. Audio might not be the best. I'm going to try and hear myself back, but I don't know if it'll work. Plus, I don't really want to hear myself. I'm not sure. Anyway, on to bigger, better, and most definitely uglier things. That being myself. See if I can hear myself here. Yeah. Oh, I am a bit crackly, aren't I? Let's move it back. Is that better there? Yeah. Let's go that way. Maybe pull that down like that there. Yeah. Yeah. That still sound quite tinny. I wish I didn't sound as tinny, as that's just my voice. There we go. Right. So turn that off so I don't hear myself. As we are still waiting up for qualifying to start, which it has not started as of yet, I am watching on my other screens. Let us catch up with the points after round 7 and 8. A very, very, very spectacular round at Laguna Seca, which saw Katinas overtake Ethan Graham for the top spot. Again, not a massive difference between these two. Currently only 8. No, sorry. I'm not able to count at the moment, it seems. Only 7 points difference between the two. And then joint second and third for Ethan Graham and Chris Clements. So it's definitely hardening up for the latter part of this GT86 Cup. Well, I think we've only got another race after tonight to go through. I'm going to just double check that for you now. But let me just have a look here. Yes, we do. We only have one more race left, and that is going to be at the nothing but better Nürburgring. Now, it is not the Nordschleife, it is the Nürburgring GT, but that is going to be round 11 and 12. So tonight's standings will decide it all. Anyway, let's run through the current points. As you can see on the screen, Katinas is in pole position of the championship. That's 146. Second is Ethan Graham with 139. In third, I don't know why it's not joint second and third, but we'll let the umpires discuss that, is Chris Clements with 139. Rob Schauler with 123 points. Adam Piper, nearly called him Ethan Piper. Sorry, Adam. How you doing, mate? You're on 5th with 104 points. And then Rob Thompson. What is going on with me today? What is going on with me today? Jonathan Thompson with 96, Ashley Sharp with 90, Xavier McIntosh with 86, Leon Walsh with 64. Hey Leon, he commented on my Facebook page the other day, said I didn't look as bad as I sounded. Backhanded, but I'll take it right now, you bugger. But there we go. Right, then you got Liam New with 56 at the bottom, and then 11th Edwards and McEwen 34, but he's only a disappearance, and then Darren Brindley with 30, but he's not really joined us for the rest of it. Let's get back on with the actual lead from the racetrack. There he is, Leon Walsh, the man there himself, with his call sign Placenta Denta. How you doing, darling? I know you got the hots for me. It's fine, it's fine. I'm a very attractive man, and calling my voice doesn't match up to my face. I don't know, I'll take that personally. I don't know. We wish him luck anyway. How's the chat going on? Chat is rivetingly on fire as usual. Good evening all. No one will respond to me. Let's go this way. Right, qualifying to start now. Let's see what the audio is like. We need to possibly turn this volume down here a little bit. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Right. Watching everyone come out of the pits here. Let me just get rid of the actual gearing and catch back up with the weird and wonderful system, which is the Gran Turismo Sport qualifying lineup. It doesn't go in order at all. I don't know why it is the way it is, but let's run through them there. Leon Walsh in the Puma car. Just need to get a little bit of distance away from Rob Schauler there to try and get a clean line, clean air on these laps here. Ethan Graham just trying to get past him. Right, who's out front? John Thompson in the beautiful, very vivid pink GT86 there. Still don't know what the B stands for, John. Let us know, mate. Put it in the chat there. Just behind him is Katinas in the greedy car. Don't know what people say. I used to call it G-Ready for ages and then realised it was just greedy. Because it's greedy for air. They love their turbos. Behind him there, Chris Callum. Chris Callum. What on earth is going wrong with me? Chris Clements. Maybe I need to make a quick coffee. Lord knows. Let's eat some chocolate, see if that perks me up. Chris Clements there. In the turn car. Now if you see this car in Gran Turismo 7, this is the drift car that you can use. Very nice. Speaking about Gran Turismo 7, let's not talk about down servers. And let's thank the stars so we can still play GT Sport. Behind him, Rob Schauler in the Amiga Castrol car. Do love that. Has gone away from his usual AXR colours. Hope he has a good race tonight as well. Leon Walsh, as I said, in the green and white Puma car. See how they get on. And we are looking now at the first flying lap. And it is, I don't know if they're going to be able to get maybe 2 flying laps out of this, hopefully. It is a fairly longish course. It's more that if they had to brake so much and get down, especially into these corners here, breaking into the low gears, trying to hug as much of the coping as possible, try and get the track as wide as possible. Just behind him, Ethan Graham, living it up in the full throttle racing livery. Forgive my thing here. Okay, thank you very much, Microsoft Defender, for letting me know that. Xavier McIntosh just behind him in number 7 for the time being. He has got the AXR colours on. Then Ashley Sharp, all starry-eyed surprise with his stars and yellow car. I don't know why it's pretty retro, I have to admit. It is pretty retro. Then just behind him, Adam Piper with the Cookie Monster livery, and then Mr. Slowly, I believe Mr. Slowly is Mr. Brindley, I believe. Forgive me, Darren, if it is you or not. It is Darren Brindley, I remember. Right, we have got some times in so far. Let's just go check them out, see where we stand. At the moment, we've got Rob Schauler with a fastest lap of a 1:35.5 there. Everyone else in the 1:36s, apart from the bottom 2 of Ashley Sharp and John Thompson, with a 1:37.4 for Ashley, 1:38 Dodd on the dot. On the dot. I can't speak today. I don't know what is going on with me. The rest of the pack are in the 36. Like I said, Adam Piper 36 on the dot, and then also Chris Clements on 36 on the dot as well. There's a few actually, all within literally 100th of a second of each other. You've got Adam Piper, Rusty, and Katina, so all 1:36.0, and then you've got the 100th of a second. So these guys are looking very fast. Just behind them is Xavier McIntosh with a 1:36.8, then 1:36.3 for Ethan Graham. Then Darren has got 1:36.4, then 1:36.7 for Leon Walsh. Let's see if this changes at the end of this second flying lap. And forgive me, they're going to be able to... I didn't realise it was as short as it is. It is a short track, and it does seem that... Oh, yes. Rob Schauler has been knocked from the top. He has been knocked from the top by 2, not just 1. Katina's gone up there, and also Darren's got up there. Let's have a look and see what those times are. Now we're obviously into the 35s for the both of them. Look at that, Mr. Brindley. Well done, sir. 1:35.25, 2:75. He's definitely put in the work since Laguna Seca last week. We'll definitely see a fighting man from him this week. Katina's up there with a 1:35.294. Who else has breached into that? Xavier McIntosh has breached into 1:35. Has just not managed to beat the time of Rob Schauler so far. So 2 AXR drivers looking good to start off with. See what this last lap does us. Right, see if that sorts me out. I've got a box of celebrations, and I'm going to eat them for substance around this race tonight to see what happens. Oh! Brute setting a really fast time there. Let's have a look, see what happens. I'm just waiting for a few more to come through. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, he did improve, but unfortunately not enough to shift him up from third. So it does seem that Mr. Brindley is in first, Katina second, Schauler third, McIntosh fourth, Clements fifth, Piper sixth, John Thompson seventh, Ethan Graham down in eighth there. What's happened to him? Not a track that's doing him well, but there was some stunningly good actual track times here. And then Ashley Sharp 9th and Leon Walsh in 10th. Who are we waiting to come across the line here just so we get it all done? I think that's it. We're just waiting for the countdown to finish. 17 seconds to go. And then at race 9, the first of 2 here at Interlagos tonight is on. Let's have a quick look here. So race 1 is going to be set at, in theory, 9:15 AM in the morning, nice and sunny, and then race 2 will be midday. Don't know if that'll affect the track too much, maybe a bit cooler, maybe a bit more slippery this morning in this race, but definitely hot and sticky for race 2. Let's go. Right, as I said, Mr. Brindley first, Katina second, Schauler third, David McIntosh fourth, Clements fifth, Piper sixth, John Thompson seventh, Rotary, Ethan Graham eighth, Ashley Sharp 9th, and then Leon Walsh 10th, and away they go. Ashley, oh no, what's happened to Ethan Graham? That's what's happening to him in this championship. It's just ebbing away from him there as he just gets stuck on the line on the actual grid start. Rob Schauler dives up into first. Katina's second at the moment, and Sammy McIntosh is third. Chris Clements wants to get up there and try and claim some more points. See if he can disrupt Katina's potential reign here, as he's got the exact same points as Ethan Graham. Down Brindley in the subway car, just pushing a bit too hard on the exit there. And it seems to be Adam Piper and Ashley Sharp battling it in to turn 4. Side by side they go. Ashley just up on the inside there, so he can hold it off, but he's got to watch out for Leon Walsh. Might dive there. No, he's not. He's got to watch out for Adam Piper. He's just dived down the inside there. Really well done to try and see what he can do. Can't do anything because of the left-hand turn next. Such a left-hand, left-right course. It does basically, if you can hold that left-hand side and defend it on this track, you will beat. If you can defend it, you will beat anyone trying to challenge you on the inside into these corners. But you just got to make sure you stick as hard as you can through all of them here. Up, round, and onto the exit they go. How many laps do we get of this track? 12 laps. Leon Walsh still back down in 10th, and Ethan Graham not too far away. Managed to only be a second behind everyone after that unfortunate start there. So, challenge definitely set by him. Rob Schauler now under attack from Katinaz and McIntosh behind him. Schauler, he's not afraid of a fight. He's definitely been able to put himself in good positions before and defend them well to the very end. But it is early stages here, and it looks like Katinaz has got a run on the slip down the inside. Is he going to try and do a break and dive? No, he isn't. Adam Piper, though, in the background looks to be doing something. Is that Piper? No, it's not. It's Chris Clements. I don't know if he's just trying to hold off the likes of Mr. Brindley. Just behind him there. Darren having a look down the inside, trying to do a little fakey to Clements there, but nothing towards as of yet. Get back with Adam Piper and Ashley Sharp. The fight continues. Piper did get back in front, but it seems that Ashley was like, nope, out the way, Mr. Piper, I'm coming through. and he's going to have to try and take that spot back now. I don't know if he's just going to let him have it, because it was a bit of a argy-bargy emotion, but see what happens here. Now both of them won't watch it. They're both going to lose out to the likes of John Thompson, who's just waiting behind the pair of them to just make that dive through. Round the penultimate corner they go, up the hill, side by side. Rob Thompson, John Thompson just trying to squeeze through. He can't do it. Adam Piper now got the run down the inside on him. Can Ashley Sharp defend this at all? I'm not sure. And it seems that Ethan Graham has got now up into 9th position past Leon Walsh, and it's, oh good God, it's Adam Piper down the inside. Ooh! Oh, and this Piper's been pushed wide out of that corner. Out of all of this, Ashley Sharp, he's being Mr. Elbows this time, taking notes from Adam Piper and holding that 6th position. And the one that's come off word from that, unfortunately, is John Thompson, where he's lost out to Ethan Graham, and he's been pushed out into 9th. Ethan Graham wanted to make up the spaces. He's got back up past Adam Piper straight away, and he's set in to Ashley Sharp in his sights. Oh, John Thompson wants to carry on the momentum through behind Ethan Graham, just couldn't do it. He's on the outside, the bad corner to try and stake your claim on. If he can hold it down to the next slot, he'll do something. He can't. At the back here, it's all fighting at the back half. Let's see where the front pack is getting on. And it is still Rob Schauler, Katinaz, and then Chris Clements now up into 3rd. Xavier McIntosh has lost that spot, and he could lose it down to 5th as well from Darren Brindley if he gets his way through down the back straight here. He has done. Side by side. And it looks like Xavier is going to be out of the slip from Chris Clements as well, so it's definitely a drop back into 5th for him. Let's see what he can do. So movement up front and movement around back. Heavy braking here. Nice wide corner. You want to break out wide, tuck in through these S's. Not too much, you get too much understeer. Then power on back out through this corner. Well done, well done, well done. Right onto the backpack. I want to see what's going on there. Anything happening with the top 2 for the moment in time? Not quite as yet. They're still just looking for that little mistake, that little gap to be able to pounce. But Rob Schauler just being able to prove that his method of good defense is a good offense, which is, Carl, you can try and get past me, but first you've got to catch me. And at the moment, he's not letting Katinaz get any chance to catch him at all. Let's drop back with our guys back here. Oh, Ashley Sharp has just literally dropped down to 7th. It seems that Ethan Graham has just made that jump, and he's now going to try and wind in that 4-second gap between him and Xavier McIntosh in 5th position. That doesn't mean this back fight is over and done with by no means. Ashley Sharp and Adam Piper and Thompson. Oh, just trying to squeeze it past. Ashley just eking out every bit of inch of track he can to hold as much speed as possible. Just not giving a chance to any of these other two to catch up to him. And then Leon Walsh there in the back. He's only a second, 1.1 seconds back. He can catch up if he just puts that hammer down. Oh, and that little push out back is not going to help him. Now, I have missed what's happened up front, but Katinaz has made that move, and Schauler is now down into 2nd. Will this mean Katinaz will try and stretch and guarantee that win? Try and claim maximum points. Chris Clements doesn't want that to happen at all, and he's trying to catch up from his 3rd place position. Up into the first set of banked S's. I say banked S's, they're not really banked, but they're on a sort of decline of a hill. So you turn into them and they've got that sort of gravitational pull down to it. You got it again on these 2 corners. Down around the bottom of this hill and then back up. And onto the start finish straight, takes you back up the hill. Oh, Catina's just pushing far too hard there on that corner, just catching a little bit of dirt, and that's made him lose all that effort he's put in those last two corners to try and pull away from Rob Showler. Rob Showler's now definitely in his stream. Can he do anything to jump in to his slip? Is he going to do an attack now at the end of the straight, or is he going to hold off? He is. He's looking down the inside. He dives. Nothing you could do against that in that corner. You leave it open, you are good for prey. And Showler has taken advantage of that. Up into first he goes again. Clements holding off. The two fight behind him, but that change of order has occurred from that. That is Darren Brindley now up into fourth. And it is Xavier McIntosh down into fifth. How is the gap between sixth and fourth coming along? Not brilliantly, I'm going to be honest with you. Was 4 seconds, it's now nearly 5. But unfortunately, Ethan Graham does not have the advantage of toe on his side. So he's just got to hope that maybe fighting ahead of him and up the track would maybe pay off and be dividend to him. And he can catch up and break down that time. But on we go. So far, fastest lap of the map, track or race has been Xavier McIntosh. Get back up with the back challengers. Ashley Sharp having a phenomenal race here. I know he's back in 7th, but he's been defending his absolute heart out to two drivers, which are no mean feat to defend against. That is Adam Piper and John Thompson. Oh, and a bit of a Tokyo trip on that last corner there. Managing to hold up Adam Piper. Adam Piper's going to try and dive up the inside here. Door closed by Ashley Sharp. Round the outside, he's going to try and go. No, fakey one side switcheroo it is. Down the back straight it is, side by side. Can Piper do anything? I don't know if he can. He's in that position, and what he's got to watch out for now is John Thompson. Which type of slipstream is he going to follow? He's going to follow Ashley Sharp, and Ashley's going to take it wide and see if he can hold it against Adam Piper, and he just can't. He ran wide on that corner and it's dropped back into 8th and unfortunately 9th position, but he's definitely going to be able to come back from this. These guys have been fighting like absolutely anything, so long may this continue. Up front, has anything changed? No, Rob Showler not happy that he lost that first, and he's come back with a vengeance. Now put a 1 second gap between him and Catinaz, which has actually left Catinaz under threat. On the one driver he does not want to be under threat from, well, one of the drivers that he doesn't want to be under threat from, that's Chris Clements. Chris Clements now in third. No, hold on a second, he was in third. He's now in fourth. Watch out for Mr. Brindley coming through, storming through the pack, up into third place, I do apologise, in that Subway livery. How many laps we got left? We're on lap 7. Good lordy, how fast has that flown through? 5 laps to go. Well, on the 5 laps, we've got 7. Math gone from my brain. We've got 4 laps to go after this one. And everything's starting to settle down, at least for front man, which is Rob Showler, holding off that slipstream distance of a second. And it's Catinaz under threat from Darren Brindley. Had to dive down the inside here to defend as hard as he can. Everyone else taking the usual line, and with that, keeping Catinaz under definite pressure. What's going to happen now into this right-hander? Darren going for the outside to try and get as much speed around this corner as possible and see if he can carry it through into this sort of dog leg left. Catinaz, I don't know how he's doing it, he's doing some amazing defending as well. Darren trying to get round him as much as possible while trying to stave off the likes of Clements, who's just behind him. Clements going, I don't want any of you two to get it, I want to get up there and get as maximum points as possible. I need it to get this championship. Oh, go, go, go. Let's check out the backpack. And the gap not quite closing down for Ethan Graham here. He's might be stuck with this 6th position, as it's now still 5 second gap between him and 5th place Xavier McIntosh. And it really does show the benefit of a slipstream toe in this game. When you just got to do it by yourself and see if you can try and make that time up, it is very, very difficult. John Thompson now in 7th, and has actually pulled away from the three-man battle, which was him, Ashley Sharp and Adam Piper, and it's now dropped down to just Adam Piper and Ashley Sharp. This is currently Ashley Sharp who's defending Adam Piper in 9th place. Is Adam Piper going to be able to do anything? He's gone on the outside. Ashley's going to see if he can do a switcheroo. He has done. Piper's pushed too hard into the braking. Ashley's gone wide and held on to that 8th place. These guys are having a phenomenal race. Absolutely phenomenal race. I can't keep up with what's going on. Right. So I have now missed out, unfortunately. That is Darren Brindley up into 2nd. And Katinas down into 3rd, leaving him definite prey for Chris Clements. But we wanted that 3rd place back. But what a drive from this new driver that he's been with us this season, but unfortunately not been able to participate in as many races as he wants to. Obviously, you know, we're all breathing, living people. We've got jobs, families and other things to take care of. So good to see him in this fight and good to see him putting such a show on. Katinas now. Just trying to take it nice and smooth and gently as possible. Not much can be done. Try and close down that gap. That gap has increased rapidly between him and Mr. Brindley. It's now at 1.2 seconds. That is massive. Absolutely massive. Right, anything happening into the first corner? Nothing between these guys. Let's catch back up with Ashley Sharp and Adam Piper. Is anything going to happen with these two into this corner? Not for now. Ashley just taking a little bit wide, a bit of a tyre squeal there, but nothing too much to alert anybody. Adam Piper might try and take a little poke out at the end of the straight, see if he might do it into the head, into the 90-degree right-hander. No, he doesn't. Pokes back in, wants to try and keep up as much pace as possible, but it was actually Sharp that pushed too much. Went right off track. Managed to keep up the momentum though. Now for the time being, Rob Schowler, along with Darren Brindley, have got a lovely little lead here. 1.4, 1.1 seconds gap each one of them. They've got 1.4 from Rob Schowler to Mr. Brindley in 2nd, then Mr. Brindley to Katinas in 3rd, 1.2 seconds. Oh, and it might be shorter. Everyone following, unfortunately, it's what happens. Everyone's following the guys ahead line and they've all gone a little bit off track here. Brindley a bit more than everyone else, but Katinas definitely did, and Clements may have kept it just in a little bit. Clements is now looking to go round the outside, down the start-finish straight, to see if he can do it. Is he going to try and break late and wide and try and cut back in down? He is doing so. I thought he might do it. Back up into 3rd he goes. This is what he needs. He needs these points now. He needs these points to get himself a real good standing into the last two. So onto the left-hand side of the track he goes to defend it with all his might. Heavy braking. And we can see McIntosh now wants to try and take a piece of the Katinas pie. Can't do quite yet. Can't do quite yet. And look who we can see in the background. Look who we can see in the background. Who's closed it down to only 3.5 seconds. That is Ethan Graham. He's not going to be able to do anything to catch these guys by the end of the race, but fair play to him for actually being able to catch them back up that well. How's the back fight going? John Thompson is in sort of no man's land in 7th at the moment, 7 seconds away from driver either side of him, but the fight still goes on at the back. Ashley Sharp and Adam Piper, back and forth it goes, and what a fight Ashley Sharp has had this whole race. He is definitely going to come away from this race sweating, as they are now on the penultimate lap, and it is a final lap time, and it will just be all-out warfare for this. 2.2 seconds for race leader Rob Schowler. Brain nearly went again, sorry guys. Rob Schowler, followed by a 1.2 second gap for Darren Brindley. Forgive me, Darren. I know I said that incorrectly there. Then Chris Clements keeping on the inside there, trying to defend into that T1. Not letting anyone get a chance on the final lap here. This is where the lunges will happen. He's going to stick to that left-hand side of the track. Defend it with all his might. He wants to tell them to go round him. You want to get past me, you've got to go round me. Making it no easy feat for anybody. And away they go. Anything happen here? Up round this last, well, mid-set of S's. It's the tighter of the two on the track. It's the one which will probably catch you out a bit more. And then you have got that bank curved into the bottom of the hill, then back up the hill again. Up to an even tighter curve, but not as S-shaped because it's more dragged out down the hill again. And it does seem to be, we have got our 1, 2, 3. We need to just check around this last corner here. Catina's diving as much as he can do up the inside here to see if he can get as much slip on Chris as he can do, but that is it. It does look like it's going to be the case. So Rob Schauler taking a massively well-deserved first place there. Congratulations to that man. Dan Ridley second. Chris Clements third, taking the points away from Catina's fourth. Xavier McIntosh fifth. Ethan Graham getting up into sixth in the end. Then John Thompson in seventh. And then we've got the fight for eighth and ninth, which has been ongoing. And it's actually the most gapped fight that I've seen so far, which is eighth for Ashley Sharp, ninth for Adam Piper. And then Leon Walsh bringing up the back there in 10th position. And what a race. What an absolute race that was. There we go. Congratulations, Rob Schauler, AXR livery suit as well. We do love that. And we will definitely be looking forward to round 10 today, which is the second race of the night. Another 12 laps, but obviously, if you've not been with us before, it will be in reverse order of the results from race 1. So that means Leon Walsh will be starting at the front of the pack, on the front of the grid, and our guy Rob Schauler will be at the back of the pack in 10th position. His job, get back up to first and score maximum points if he can do. Right, bear with me, I'm going to leave you with the race results while we get this second stint set up. I just need to pop off and get myself a quick refresher. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Did you miss me? What happened to Leon? I thought he was having a little drive round. Everyone's having a little drive round. Everyone's gone back in. Just noticed that. There's a few with the actual GT Cup number plate and one who hasn't. Mr. Showler. Oh, both the XR boys haven't got one. Fair enough. Right. Clements on his way out. Just have a couple of practice runs. See what can happen. Right, let's have a look here. While we're waiting for the race to start. And as you can see, that's definitely helped him here. It's not completely shut that gap between Clements and Tinaz, because Tinaz will just be behind him, only a couple of points behind him when it comes to the actual points gained. It would have definitely closed that gap between them now, so we're looking maybe on a five points difference, I think, between the two of them. So it's going to be it's going to be very, very close, and it's going to definitely make a difference of what happens in this next race. You are going to now hear me slurp as I have my coffee, as I need something to get my brain in check, because I keep saying the wrong bloody names. Wrong bloody names, I tell you. Oh, need that in my life. Oh, look at that, Rusty claiming first place on the grid as a statement to the rest of the pack that he wants to take that spot for race 2 tonight. Give us a flash, Rusty. Flash those headlights if you can hear me, mate. You bloody well can't. Well, there we go. Right. Christ. Right, I've been calling Mr. Slowly Brindley, but he's not Brindley, so I'm just going to call him Slowly. Well, ready? Where'd like to go out? Oh, John. Oh, John. Oh, dear, son. Well, you mugged that up, didn't you? He went too early. That's cost him a penalty there, so he's going to have to start back there, and it's all go. Leon trying to defend against Adam Piper, already up into second place. Well, he was holding off second place, but it is Leon in first, Adam Piper holding second, and it is Ethan Graham, which is now up into third, jumping past Ashley Sharp straight away, and the likes of John Thompson. So I don't know where John Thompson's gone. Oh, John Thompson was the one who had the bad start, so he's definitely gone that way. Ashley Sharp now dropping down the pecking order a bit more as Xavier McIntosh gets past him up on the outside. Can Ashley maybe defend now up onto the inside here? He can do. And this corner turning may work out in his favour, but watch out for Chris Clements. He's left himself wide open. Clements has dived down the inside here. Oh, and he has, and he's going to take on the likes. Let's get back up here. He's going to take on the likes of, oh no, it's not Clements, sorry, it's Rob Schauler. And he's taking the likes of Ethan Graham. Ethan Graham running a little wide. And who's just went flying off from the front there? I don't know who did, but Leon Walsh is now being hammered for first place against Adam Piper. Oh, pushing really hard there. Pushing far too hard, and Rob Schauler's just managed to nip in between both of them and said, thank you very much, that's another first place for me. And Ethan Graham's not far behind him in second, saying, not for very long, thank you very much, young man. All that going on, Adam Piper is just cursing that. He didn't manage to capitalise on that, and he's now in third. Leon Walsh now back down into sixth. Who is now in fourth. Ashley Sharp up in fourth. Katinas just behind him in fifth. Leon Walsh has said in sixth. Seventh place is Chris Clements. Not managed to make it back up through the pack as of yet. Neither has Mr. Slowly, who was in second place. So well done, really well done to Rob Schauler, who's already back up into second. No, he's not. Now he's starting, he's down into second now. And it is Ethan Graham up into first. And this guy wants to get maximum points and score maximum damage against these other guys. 12 laps to go. Well, now 10. And these are going to be a crucial 10 laps for him and others. He's pushed wide there. Left the inside vulnerable, but can cover it on the next corner down the hill. Oh, who's flown off wide there? That was... Someone's flown off massively wide there. I don't know if that was Adam Piper for a second. It was a blue car. It just flew past me. I didn't get to see who it was. We are seeing Chris Clements now up into 6th. And everyone trying to push as fast as they can through that, but not get on too much of the grass, lose too much track speed and also grip. And here we go, right snuggled in into that slipstream spot. That is Rob Schauler. He has definitely got the availability to try and dive down the inside, but he can't. It's been shut off to him by Ethan Graham, so he's got to go around on the outside, see what he can do. Goes round the outside, just can carry more speed through it, and has done. Up into first place he goes. What an overtake. That's now Ethan Graham into 2nd. Adam Piper, what can he do? He's looking down on the inside here, seeing what he can try and dive in behind Ethan Graham. No, he's picked his spot. He's picked behind Rob Schauler. And Katinaz is just hovering between all of them, seeing what he can do. Oh, too wide through that 90-degree turn by Rob Schauler. Now Ethan Graham back up into 1st again. And this is why I love race 2. It is non-stop, absolutely non-stop. And Ethan Graham trying to hold off, but he's holding the outside line through these sets of corners, and it's very difficult. Rob Schauler managed to pull that back now and get back up into 1st place again through all of this. Adam Piper is still 3rd with Ashley Sharp 4th. Clements now up into 5th. Watch out, this man, Mr. Slowly, now back down to 6th. John Thompson in 7th and Katinaz in 8th position at the moment. Where is Xavier McIntosh? Back down in 9th. And what has happened to Leon Walsh? So I guess those two have had an off somewhere, because they are now really far back, especially Leon. He's 11 seconds back, poor chap. Something's happened to that poor man. Right, up back front, where all the action is going on. No 2 packs this race, all just one big front pack, and the train is going choo-choo down this back straight into turn 1. Schauler, Graham, Piper, Sharp, Clements just behind him, Slowly just behind him, Katinaz in 7th, John Thompson in 8th. All of these guys, very fast drivers, all of them are more than capable. Ethan Graham trying to defend on the inside line, and he has lost out. It seems that Schauler's just took advantage of that runoff there and just kept that extra speed going. And up the hill they go. Can he now tuck back in and see if he can cut on the inside? There we go, man, reading my own heart. He's took advantage of that outside sweep that Schauler's done, and Schauler's possibly going to lose out 2 spaces here. Nearly got taken out by Adam Piper as well. Not quite yet, Adam Piper, not quite yet. So Rotary, Ethan Graham now having to defend as much as possible. Round this hairpin they go, back down the hill, onto the bank corner. As they start their mission back up the hill again. Round these last 2. Ethan wants to try and stick as tight as possible, and he's got Adam Piper on one side of him, and he's got Rob Schauler on the other side of him. Behind all of that, you've got Chris Clements wanting to see where he can come as well. Oh my days, 3 wide down the back, 3 round down the straight. Is it now 4 wide? Oh, change the camera, please. And it's Adam Piper which has come out first from there. Chris Clements now into 2nd. Ethan Graham dropped down to 4th, and Rob Schauler in 3rd. Well, talk about the brass ones. Happen to stick with the brass ones and see where you go. It is definitely king of the brass ones out there, Adam Piper. Up into 1st position, Chris Clements there, like I said, into 2nd. Ashley Sharp now into 3rd, and it is Schauler and Ropes Graham which have dropped dramatically down the pecking order. 7th place they've gone. That's the problem. You're now dealing with this like literally 2-3 cars each corner. If you're not in the top 3, this is what's happening. And Rob Shadow wants to see if he can poke his way past Ashley Sharp. He can't just yet. He could. Piper all running off a little bit. Lost momentum. Trying to close that door quickly on Chris Clements. Defend that first position as much as possible. And it is all going on for 4th, 5th and 6th. Let's catch up with these guys. Currently, Katinas in 3rd. Ethan Graham 4th. A bit of a kiss on the bum there by Ethan Graham onto Katinas. Ashley Sharp dropped down to 5th, slowly in 6th. John T in 7th. And Showler, what's happened to him? He's back down into 8th. The man who was holding 1st place for so long managed to get his way up from 10th to 1st within the first couple of laps. See if he can do it again, to see if he can win this time. Katinas staying deep on the inside to try and defend against Ethan Graham. And he's going to have to try his hardest there, but Mr. Slowly wants to try and take advantage of that as well. Very, 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 very late braking by Katinas there, and old Mr. Slowly can sneak up on the inside. Wants to see if he can get that outside line and take advantage of it, at least maybe see if he can pull in front of Ethan Graham, but he's not. He's trying to take on Katinas. Katinas under threat here, he's gone down on the inside and he's having to defend against Mr. Slowly. Can Ethan Graham take advantage of any of this and sneak up a few more spots? At the moment, no, he can't. Off the track for Mr. Slowly. There goes Ashley Sharp. Ashley Sharp, my man. My man, my man, my man. Get back on that track and catch back up to him, my man. You can do this. You can do this. I have faith in you. I don't know if that was just a bit of an exuberant overtaking there, but Chris Clements is now up into 1st. This is the spot that he definitely wanted and definitely wants to try and now stretch out as he's now halfway through this race and into 1st place. And I don't mean to make that rhyme, but hey, having a good time. Hey! Anyway, Adam Piper 2nd, Katinas now 3rd, but still under maximum attack from Mr. Slowly and Ethan Graham. It is the 3rd spot which has been fought over here. Katinas wants to see if he can keep that and at least not lose too much ground to the likes of Chris Clements, who's now currently in 1st position. From my math, he will lose that top spot, but only by 1 point. Am I right? Yes. No. He may hold that top spot by 1 point, if I believe that's correct. 2 points difference on each of them. No, it's not. It's 3 points for the top one, I think. So it could be too much. It could literally be evens, breaking evens by the end of this, if Katinas can hold that 3rd position. If he can't, that's going to let Ethan Graham collect some more valuable points that he just did not manage to get in race 1 today, and catch back up. Now, gaps are starting to spread. Ethan Graham's having to contend with the assault on his bumper from the likes of Mr. Slowly. Mr. Slowly making himself more than aware here. I don't know if he's actually going to do anything here, or if they're just trying to work together to create a bump draft and see what they can do. Same thing being done for Xavier McIntosh and Rob Showler there. Teammates working in tandem, see if they can get that bump draft going, see if they can catch back up halfway through this race and see if any dramatic moves can be done. Place given back by Mr. Slowly, well, not given back, but backed off a bit at least. And Ethan Graham is trying to close that gap down between him and Katinas. At the moment, 300th of a second. Everyone trying to catch and carry as much speed as possible. A little bit of understeer here A little bit of oversteer here makes all the difference on this race. Let's go back down the pecking order and see how everyone else is getting on. Ashley Sharp, unfortunately, has dropped down 13 seconds on everyone, and so is Placenta. He's not managed to catch back up everyone as well. So it is all just go, go, go at the front, and that extension. You think the coffee would help, wouldn't you? You think the coffee would help. The extension in first place for Chris Clements has now gone up to 1.6 seconds. The man's doing bloody good, you know. Adam Piper not far behind him, extending his gap out from the likes of Katinas in third, trying to keep himself out of slipstream attack from those guys, and doing a very good job of it. And the fight still seems to be for third, fourth and fifth at the moment between Katinas, Graham and Mr. Slowly. And Katinas having to defend it down the inside there. Oh, Ethan Graham just getting a bump on the side of him there, so not managing to carry as much pace around that corner as he wanted to. Mr. Slowly though just being closed off and not being given a chance to see what he could do. In the background, John Thompson is now up into 6th position, with the likes of Xavier McIntosh and Rob Schauler being pushed back down into 7th and 8th. No, the battle continues. 6th, 7th, 6th, 7th. What is going to happen here? You've got the two teammates fighting over 7th and 8th, and they're both trying to take the 6th spot, which is John Thompson's. And it's just little mini fights all around this track at the moment. All around this track. 1st and 2nd. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and then 6th, 7th, and 8th. Let's get back up with the 3rd, 4th, and 5th fight, as Katinas has got the outside line lost out here, and it looks like Ethan Graham has got that 3rd position potentially in the bag down this back straight. Now he's got to make sure he keeps the door closed, as Katinas is going to be right up his chuffer, as they say, right up his chuffer. And I'm waiting for the camera to pan round. Inside corner's been kept tight there, but Katinas once just slipped in and got round the inside of it and took that 3rd spot back again. Literally just had it from the start, finished straight, and then he lost it again. He will take that spot back though. Lap 10, 2 to go, and it is really, really hotting up. Ethan Graham back down the inside there, as Katinas just pushed too hard through that 90-degree left-hander. And up the hill they go. Now, can Ethan Graham get that gap between him and Adam Piper closed down? See if he can make that 1.1 second gap turn into 0.75. Because that is the magic number we need to get into slipstream range. And oh dear! There was a bit of push in there. Katinas nearly T-boned Ethan Graham and had to back off there to let him carry on. Good on him. But with that, lost that spot out to Mr. Slowly. Mr. Slowly's just gone, well, I've nothing to do with this. I'm going to take advantage. So he's now moved up into 5th place. And it looks like Rob Schauler has split away from the likes of John Thompson and Xavier McIntosh. And he's now back up into 6th place. Let's just see what points he can make from all of this here. Ethan Graham trying to defend. He can. Oh! He's trying to defend against Mr. Slowly on one side and then against Katinas on the other. Katinas taking the inside line down there and doing well, but then taking the bad line through the 2nd corner, and he's dropped back again to 6th place. It's now Shower up into 7th. So at the moment, Ethan Graham currently holding that 3rd position, and that's not going to be enough to knock Katinas, well, below him in the championship standing, but it's definitely going to close that gap down. I'm going to catch back up with Rusty and Adam Piper. Both of them doing sterling effort. Adam Piper not letting that gap get... Ooh! Curse of the commentator. Adam Piper not letting that gap get too far away from him. Keeping it at about 1.5 second gap between him and Rusty. It's slowly creeping. It was 1.4, it's at 1.5, but the gap between him and Ethan Graham in third is nearly 3 seconds here, and I wouldn't be surprised because the guys behind him have just been absolutely battling it and not being able to really concentrate on trying to put their foot down and catch back up to the guys in front of them. So Ethan Graham now trying to increase that gap. It's the biggest I've seen so far. That is a half second, which is a country mile in this race so far, and on to the final lap they go. What's going to happen here into this first corner? Ethan Graham's got enough of distance to not need to worry about defending too much. It is Mr. Slowly that's got to worry about these things, as he's got the likes of Rob Schauler, Katinaz, McIntosh and John Thompson all behind him. Ethan Graham keeping that inside line in check. Late braking in there. Switch back done by Rob Schauler, who's now up into fourth. Watch this man go from 10th to first, and then from first down to nearly 9th, and then back up to fourth already. I tell you, this man has done some absolutely amazing driving tonight at Interlagos. Hats off to him, and also a shove out of the way by Mr. Slowly. So that's what you get. That's what you get. And I think, oh no. I think the bite back was a bit too hard there. He tried to shove Mr. Slowly out of the way, and with that he lost out and span out on the grass. So the nip back or bite back came to bite him back, and here we go. I think we have it. I think this is it. Currently in first place for race 10 of the GT80 Cup Series. In first place is Chris Clements. Flash those lights, my man. Flash those lights. Second place, Adam Piper. Weaving and sweeving. Ethan Graham third. Katinaz. Oh, and John Thompson just ever so close. 0.3 seconds in that between fourth and fifth position. Mr. Slowly in sixth. Then Xavier McIntosh seventh. Rob Schauler 8th, Ashley Sharp now in 9th, and then for centre denter, that is Liam Walsh, in 10th place behind him. What a race. What an absolute race. Fire. Fire in the booth, as they say. Congratulations to this man, Chris Clements. Well done, well done, well done. What a race. Guys, this is definitely going to heat up for the finals next Thursday. You want to be part of it. You want to be here. This is going to mean anything can change. Points are going to be so narrow. The top three have literally got nothing in between them. Come join me, Daxi Man. DOS is my other pseudonym. Don't ask what it is. Come join me, Daxman, and the Full Fault Racing guys on this channel. If you like it, please give us that thumbs up, help the algorithm out. Then also hit that alarm bell so you can come back and know when we are on next Thursday. It is 8 o'clock, we're going live, and I will be there to commentate for it. Hit the subscribe, come join our Facebook channel, come join our Discord. All the information in our Facebook channel, brilliant community. From me, guys, it is Oodles, and good night. Thank you ever so much. Ciao.